I welcome you all for this video. It's about Lebesgue outer measure and its basic properties. In elementary geometry, we can easily measure the length of intervals. But how do we measure more complicated sets like scattered points, fractals, or sets with no clear structure? The Lebesgue outer measure provides a way to approach this problem. The Lebesgue outer measure is a tool used in measure theory to assign a length or size to any subset of the real line, even if the set is very irregular or strange. Now we see what is Lebesgue outer measure. The Lebesgue outer measure, or the outer measure simply of a subset A of R denoted by M star of A, is defined as M star of A is equal to infimum summation L of In, where infimum is taken over all finite or countable collections of intervals In, covering A, that is A contained in union In, and intervals here taken of the form of open A, B. Next, we see some basic properties of outer measure. First, we see M star of A is always greater than or equal to 0 for any set A. Now we prove this property. It directly comes from its definition. Since each summation n runs over 1 to infinity, length of In is non-negative, because the length of interval is always non-negative, and it is bounded below by 0, so that M star of A always greater than or equal to 0. Secondly, we see the outer measure of an empty set is always 0. We prove this one now. If we take the set A is equal to empty, then length of an interval is 0 for each n, since each open interval of the covering is empty. Hence, we will get infimum summation length of In equal to 0. This gives us outer measure of the empty set is 0. Next, we see that suppose we have taken two subsets with the inclusion A contained in B. Then we can prove that outer measure of A less than or is equal to outer measure of B. Now we try to prove this one. Let we take a set of sequence In be a covering of B. It's not a sequence. Here we have taken a collection In that covers B. Then, since A contained in B, we can have A contained in B. B has the cover in. So we can write B contained in union n is equal to 1 to infinity, which implies union n is equal to 1 to infinity in also cover A. Now, we know that by definition, the outer measure of B is infimum summation length of in. The summation runs over n is equal to 1 to infinity. For all possible covering of B. Using the property of infimum, given epsilon greater than 0, we can find the covering such that summation n is equal to 1 to infinity length of in less than or is equal to outer measure of B plus epsilon. Since outer measure of A is infimum of length of in, summation runs over n is equal to 1 to infinity. This is by the definition of outer measure of A. For all possible covering of A, we can write outer measure of A less than or is equal to summation length of in, summation runs over n is equal to 1 to infinity. And previously, we have summation length of in less than or is equal to outer measure of B plus epsilon. So finally, we can write here outer measure of A less than or is equal to outer measure of B plus epsilon. Since epsilon is arbitrary, we can write outer measure of A less than or is equal to outer measure of B. This is what we need to prove. So here we prove if A contained in B, then outer measure of A less than or is equal to outer measure of B. Next, we try to prove for every x belongs to R, outer measure of the singleton set is 0. We try to prove this now. Now we take the intervals containing x as interval x plus 1 by n, half open. Now, length of in here, the length of this interval is 1 by n. Since each covering is a single interval, we have outer measure of singleton set x is infimum summation length of in. Here infimum is infimum of 1 by n runs over 1, 2, 3, etc. Since infimum 1 by n takes the value 1, 2, 3, etc. is 0. infimum of this sequence is 0. So here this infimum becomes 0. So the outer measure of singleton set becomes 0 now. Next, we show that for any set A, outer measure of A equal to outer measure of A plus X, where A plus X is equal to set of all Y plus X such that Y belongs to A. That is, we can say it is outer measure is translation invariant. This property is called translation invariant. Outer measure of A is same as outer measure of A plus X. So now we try to prove this one. We are going to split this proof into two parts. That is, we try to prove m star of A plus X less than or is equal to m star of A, and m star of A less than or is equal to m star of A plus X. We try to prove these two inequality, then we will get the required result. Now we take the first one. For each epsilon greater than 0, there exists a collection IN such that A contained in union IN. And by the definition of outer measure of A is equal to infimum summation length of IN. Now we can rewrite this. If we skip infimum, then this equality becomes inequality. Outer measure of A less than or is equal to summation length of IN. Next, since A contained in union IN, A plus X contained in union IN plus X. Now, for each epsilon, m star of A plus X less than or is equal to summation length of IN plus X. Now, we know that the length of the interval IN is same as the length of the interval IN plus X. Now, this is equal to length of IN. Since summation length of IN minus epsilon less than or is equal to outer measure of A, we can rewrite outer measure of A plus X less than or is equal to outer measure of A plus epsilon. As epsilon tends to 0, outer measure of a plus x less than or is equal to outer measure of a. Thus, we prove the first inequality. Now, we try to prove the reverse inequality. For that, start with a. A can be written as a plus x minus x. Now, we know that a contained in a plus x by the property that if a contained in b, then outer measure of a less than or is equal to outer measure of b. Just now we proved this result. By this property, we can write m star of a less than or is equal to m star of a plus x. So from these two inequality, we get m star of a is equal to m star of a plus x. So this video, we have seen what is Lebesgue outer measure and basic properties of Lebesgue outer measure. That is, outer measure of any set is greater than or equal to 0 and outer measure of an empty set is 0. If A contained in B, then outer measure of A less than or is equal to outer measure of B. And outer measure of singleton set is 0. Finally, the translation invariant. In the next video, we will discuss more properties of Lebesgue outer measure. And in this video's description, I have given the quiz based on the outer measure and the notes for this lecture is also given. Anyone can avail these things. Now, we all see in the next video. Thank you.